Yo, it's your boy BDubb, and
Got Mister Mac100 in the building.
you know how we coming back to back on you boys, you know what I'm saying? We're about to talk a little bit. We're gonna switch it up a little bit today, man. We're gonna talk about loyalty with your team. And first of all, we're just gonna get with a quick start on how we became our fan base teams. Like my favorite team is the Eagles, as you can see. His favorite team is the Packers. I want to give you guys a good little information on how we became fans of our teams. So, I start off with you, Mister Mac100. What made you become a Packers fan, my friend?
First of all, I'm Mister Mac who loves the Pack. But I remember when we were younger, obviously growing up in the Northwest, this is Seahawks country, and we know who the real fans are. And the Seahawks fans, the diehards, the day ones, they do not play about the Seahawks. And you can always tell who the real fans are. You know who rock the old school, the Reebok jerseys, and you see this. That's how you know who the old original diehard fans are. I'm talking about this is after like the Steve Largents and the Cortez Kennedys, the Moons, and all that. You see the same ones rocking the Matt Hasselbecks and the Bobby Ingrams and the Sean Alexander Lofa Tupu jerseys. But when I was a kid, like. This is when the Seahawks were the old Seahawks were in the AFC.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes, that was always my dream as a kid was a Packers Seahawks Super Bowl, and then that's when the Seahawks when they moved back to the NFC, in what was 2002 when they realigned all the conferences and divisions. And I was like, oh man, the Super Bowl matchup is gone. So the best I can hope for is a NFC Championship, which. We saw Packers Seahawks NFC Championship. Obviously, it didn't play out in our favor, and it's a heartbreaker. It still hurts my heart to this day to watch the highlights from that game. But when I was younger, I have my two aunties. One of them she's originally from Illinois, not Chicago, but I want to say she's closer to the Wisconsin border, and she was a diehard Packers fan. And when my younger cousin and myself, we used to go over there on the weekends. And we would watch the games and whatever. And I remember like it was yesterday, she used to have this little Packers teddy bear, and he had Packers pajamas on. His name was EJ. And she used to always have him sitting on her bed. And when we would go spend the weekends over there, we would go watch Packers games. And these were the Brett Favre days.
Right.
So, I mean, before I had any type of Packers jersey, I had a white number 4 Brett Favre t-shirt. And hold on, I got a picture on my phone. I'm going to put it up on the camera so everybody can see. I'm going to show you first, right? Right there.
Oh, snap.
Super Bowl 32.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
When we lost to the Denver Broncos.
Yes, sir.
Yes. As you can see me right there, I got my little Packers hat and my sippy cup right there. I was 4 years old. So I go back with this. So I don't want to hear nobody tell me, oh, you a bandwagon. Aaron Rodgers throwing for all these yards and touchdowns. They in the playoffs every year. They get into the divisional round. They in the championship. They won the Super Bowl. Yada, 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 all that noise. Come on, miss me with that. Hey, I'm new to this. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. And no matter if they got a winning record, losing record, whatever, man, I rock with my team. And I'm going to get the logo blasted right here on my chest.
Oh, snaps.
I've been saying it for years.
You heard it first here on BDubb Productions.
I've been saying it for years. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get Super Bowl champions with all 4 Super Bowls on there.
Okay.
But just watching Brett Favre and just the way he was just renegade, man. He played his own style of football. I mean, there was a lot of times where that didn't always play out in our favor. He was just being honest. He was the gunslinger for a reason.
And I'm gonna say one thing too, though. Here on this show, we speak logic. We're not delusional fans here. You know what I'm saying? So I want everybody to understand that one time, because a lot of you fans out there, you guys are really delusional, Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you guys are really delusional out there. We're trying to just bring substance to this football world. You know what I mean? And especially as an Eagles fan, and he's a Packers fan, and I'm just trying to bring more fans onto this that are real fans. So every different team that you see on this podcast here, they're all diehard fans. They're riders. I got a Chicago Bears fan coming up soon here. I got something cooking in the woodworks, and he's a diehard fan. So for you to be claimed to be a Chicago Bears fan still to this day, you got to respect that man. You know what I'm saying?
Shots at me every time I see him.
Yeah. And we all know each other, so it's all good. And one day I'm going to have a Seahawks fan on here. I'm going to have a Niners fan. I'm gonna have every type of fan face I can get. But you got to be real. I'm gonna check your background. I'm gonna check your history. I'm gonna ask questions, and we're gonna lay it down the right way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But I'm gonna get into how I became an Eagles fan. Honestly, my whole family members are mostly Cowboy fans, and one year I forgot what year it was. I was younger. It was in the '80s though, or no, yeah, early '90s, early '90s, and I was at my grandma's house in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was at a house full of Cowboy fans, and Randall Cunningham was playing against the Cowboys. It was on a Thanksgiving, and Randall Cunningham was slicing and dicing and chopping, and the colors. First, because I was young, I'm still trying to analyze what's going on. I'm looking at the colors, looking at everything. When I saw Randall Cunningham number 7, and it just like brought my attention to the game of football. Like, wow. And it's just, man, it is. I'll never forget it to this day, man. And until that day forward, I'm like, that's my team, Eagles. And everybody in my family was mad, like, why are you gonna be an Eagle? No, I'm going against the grain, baby. I like this green team. And then eventually, I'm 41 years old now. So just to let you know, I've been riding with the same team. We've been having our ups and downs. You know what I mean? We lost 2 Super Bowls. Actually, technically, we lost 4 Super Bowls. 2 to the Raiders, 1 to the Patriots, and 1 to the Chiefs. But we do have a world championship back in 19 whatever, it doesn't matter. But we have 2 world championships the year before they had the Super Bowl era. But as I'm basically, the bottom line is I'll rock with the Eagles night and day, no matter what. We could be 3-12, 3 and whatever, or we can win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be the same Eagles fan. Period. Nobody can say nothing. Anybody that knows me, they know me. I'm from Seattle. I live in Seattle, Washington right now in Seahawk territory, and I bang this green and it's mean. So I don't know what y'all mean when you say that we ain't gonna handle our business. But it is what it is though. But yeah, the Eagles. I'm diehard. One of my favorite all-time players of the Eagles, Randall Cunningham, Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins used to bring the flame, and you other dudes is lame. Because I'm telling you, Brian Dawkins played with a aggression and heart that these youngsters ain't playing with no more, man. Like football's a little bit different, it's a little bit softer. Don't you agree? Football's a little bit soft and weak.
I do. I don't necessarily blame that on the players, though. I think it's just, more with the league and the rule changes. I mean, I know the players, they want to hit. They want to put it down on the field, but it's just they have to hold back.
Right.
And sometimes they have to catch themselves when they know they're going in for that hit, when they're with the shoulder. It's like, let me back off because he's going to the ground. I don't want to get flagged for it and get that letter. Get that letter from the NFL, and your paycheck's a little bit short that next week. You're like, oh, okay, that's why.
And sometimes though, that's keeping a buck. A lot of these players, sometimes players make business decisions. You know what a business decision is on the field?
Talk to me.
A business decision is when you're a corner, right, and you see Derrick Henry coming at you full speed. A business decision is and fall or get slipped and not try to make that hit. Because you want to be able to make your next contract the next year. And a lot of cats is doing that, bro. Like these cats are making business decisions. And I'll give you I'll give you an example. I don't know if there's an old clip of Ryan Clark talking about when he needed to retire. Mm-hmm. It was one time when he saw Cam Newton, and he came a young Cam Newton, right? Mm-hmm. Cam Newton was coming, and so Ryan Clark broke down, and he mentally thought, like, look at this guy. I got to hit this dude. And he's a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying he made a business decision when he hit him. That's when he knew he had to retire when he hit him.
I vaguely remember that clip. That's what you're thinking. I need to have a life after football.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's my definition of a business decision, bro. I give you an example. I just, you know what I mean? Like a lot of cats don't want to, and I understand to a certain extent. Like if you're 80 pounds. Right? And you got Derrick Henry coming full speed, bro. You better hit up them legs, even that. Oh well, fuck it. I mean, what do you want him to do?
You got somebody that big running at you. His leg might weigh more than half your body.
Bro, he's gonna grab you and throw you into the ground, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but shit.
Do you want to play next week or do you want to go for the hit and end up as a highlight on SportsCenter?
Yeah, you already know what time it is. You're gonna be on Sports Center. Not even you don't have to worry about Sports Center this year anymore. You know what it is? The internet.
Being a meme, bro.
The internet is undefeated, bro. Like the internet is undefeated, period, bro. Like you already know what time it is, man. You make one bad play, oh, every time you notice how to these athletes, bro, they got people are canceling their Twitters. They have a bad game, their Twitter, they say, oh, I can't handle it. They on their tail. Pause. They on their ass. Pause. They on them though. You know what I'm saying, bro? Man, I see, bro. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Look what they did to my boy Bradbury. What Juju's punk ass was doing to my corner when they beat us in the Super Bowl, and he was sending all the Valentine's cards and stuff for holding.
Right.
Like he was doing all kinds of trolling, bro. Like, you know what I mean? This internet is a cold game these days, bro. I feel sorry for athletes, bro. At the end of the day, like, bro, you make a bad play, bro. You're gonna always remember it. People are gonna edit it. There's editing. There's all kinds of things they can show you, send you, flood your DMs. It's just a cold piece of work out here, man. Yeah, but you gotta need to relax, man. These dudes is human too. These are just athletes, man. We're just fans. We just talk about the game, bro. We ain't out there grinding, eating like they gotta eat, sacrificing. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm drinking a little something, something. My man's drinking a little something, something. We kicking it. You know what I mean? These people really can't do it like we do it. So, man, show respect, man. You know what I mean? You guys is too much sometimes. And I'm gonna say a public service announcement. All you fans that be out in the fucking in the fans or in the stands fighting, y'all need to sit y'all tail down, man. Y'all are making this game a disgrace. You're making this game a disgrace, seriously, man.
And making your fan bases look bad too.
Come on now, man. Like you guys are fighting drunk in the crowd, but you expect these athletes to hold themselves at a high level or standard, you know what I mean? But y'all wanted to act like donkeys in the stands. Y'all trash, bro. Like I just don't get it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm riding for the athletes on this one. Like they gotta be held themselves at a higher standard, right?
Exactly.
But what about these fans? And their fans and these people are on TV and their kids are seeing it's bigger than football, y'all. Like, come on now, let's get it right.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, for these players, yes, this is their careers, this is their livelihood, this is how they feed their families. For most of these guys, this is all they know. But for us as fans, it's a game, man. We're just spectators. This game has no impact on our personal lives whatsoever. I mean, yeah, our teams might lose. We might be mad for an hour or two. I mean, eventually we get over it. But after our teams lose, we're not the ones that have to go and prepare all week and look at our mistakes and try to correct what we did or didn't do that week. So, I mean, if anybody should be heated, it should be the players. I mean, the fans. Come on, like I said, this game has no impact on our personal lives whatsoever. So why are the fans? You get so mad, you want to fight in the stands. I mean, some of these people are being overserved, obviously, but you're just making your fan base look bad.
And that's the thing too. And I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this on record, man. This is my guy, Mister Mac100, 100, man. You know what I'm saying? It's my guy. You know what I mean? And I wasn't really never a Packers fan, but the way this man holds class, how he carries himself and his pack, and I've learned throughout this, man, I respect the Packers, man. Like they're like a class. Honestly, they're a class act franchise. I mean, there might be some history of bull crap, but I'm gonna say it on record, man. They are the Lombardi. You know what I'm saying? Where's the Lombardi? Where's it originally from?
Titletown.
So, you know, you gotta respect that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? As an Eagles fan, I'm gonna say that. If you was a Cowboys fan, I'm sorry I wouldn't say that. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. I wouldn't say that. So I'm just saying, though, you know. And I got some Cowboy friends. And I got some Niner friends. You know what I'm saying? And I got Seahawk friends. I got Bear friends. You know what I mean? It's all still family. We all just competing against each other. You know what I mean? As fans, it's just a little bit of competition and talking ism. You know what I mean? We talk that ism every day. Me and my man's right here, man. You know what I'm saying? We in that union. Salute to the union. Hope y'all hold it together. And that's what we do. You know, we're Glazers. But we know that at the end of the day, when it comes to this sports and we're connected with different people, man, like it's teaching me personally, like about like how to coincide with different people's opinions. You understand, and respecting people's opinions. But now some of you guys is being straight delusional, and I can't rock with you delusional cats. Like, you know what I mean? Like, speak facts. If you know what I'm saying, if you speak a fact to me, and it's a fact, I'm gonna respect it. Period. I'm just like, okay, you guys get a point. But a lot of these people can't draw that line. You know what I did, Mister? You know what I'm saying, Mister Mac100? I was saying, bro, like.
Let me go back to what you were saying about the Packers and the Packers fan base. So, hey, whether it's game day or not, I rep the G, I carry the G, and you can ask anybody that's not a Packers fan but a visiting fan who's actually been to Lambeau, and they will tell you that Packers fans from Wisconsin are some of the nicest, classiest people that you will ever meet.
I couldn't argue with you on that at all.
You go to the stadium, even where
I've never seen a fight there.
They fight every stadium. Maybe in the alley, low key, but, but for the most part, if you go to Lambeau Field wearing the visiting team's jersey,
right?
I mean, it's friendly trash talk. They'll tailgate. They'll offer you some brats, cheese curds, all that, Pap, Blue Ribbon, whatever they're drinking. Hey, you want to drink with you? It's all love.
Right.
So, I mean,
you know what's up, bro? We should pull up to a Green Bay game one of these days, man. That's be one of our, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have to pull up, you know what I'm saying? Especially definitely if Philly go there.
Oh, yeah. But I've been saying this for years. There's two different winners that I do not ever want to be a part of, and that's a Northeast winner and a Midwest winner. So anything past October, I might have to sit that one out, man.
Okay.
Because I'm not trying to be out there when it's 3 degrees and the wind's blowing.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Wind chill, -14.
Yeah, y'all fans is crazy as a mother effer when y'all out there with no titties hanging out, them big ass fat dudes, titties hanging out, no shirt on in the winter.
Drunk redneck beating on their chest, red as hell.
Oh God, Lord! But I ain't gonna lie though. If it was a Philly game, I'm out there. If my guys is doing it, I'm doing it too. But I'm gonna have clothes on, jacket, hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Gloves and earmuffs. Stop playing with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't handle that.
I wouldn't be out there with not my shirt off.
Yeah, bro. We ain't doing all that.
What I weigh, like $1.75, $1.80?
Yeah,
Shannon Sharp said, $1.80 with 4 bricks in my pocket.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it's crazy, man.
Bones get to hurting real quick.
You know what I mean? But what else? Anything else you want to touch on, man, before we tap up off this thing?
I remember earlier downstairs before we got on the camera, we were talking about good, not even good, or just like current and classic NFL rivalries. Because when I look at the schedule, well, I mean, I already know 6 games are guaranteed on our schedule, but like division games, man. Anybody that knows me, when we're talking about football, those are my favorite games. Those are some divisional rivalry games.
Yeah.
Them Chicago and Green Bay games. Chicago in the last few years, Minnesota, Green Bay games, but this year and last year we see a new rivalry starting to bud again.
Right.
Green Bay and Detroit. So,
right.
I mean, let's talk about it. We
can
talk about the NFC East.
Oh, you said it first. So he's Green Bay, Detroit. Okay, speak on it.
I mean, the last few matchups, they've obviously had our number, man. They're on a 3-game win streak. I mean, they swept us last year. We played horrible in Detroit last year. They came to Lambeau week 17. Our playoff hopes were on the line. We controlled our own destiny. All we had to do was win, and we were in, and we couldn't get the job done. Of course, Green Bay, Chicago, that's always going to be, in my opinion, and in most football fans' opinions, probably the greatest rivalry in NFL history. Maybe not in recent NFL history. I mean, it's not really a rivalry. It's been pretty much one-sided. But if you talk about, this is over 100 years of 2 teams going head-to-head and clashing. And if you go back and look at the career numbers, I want to say Green Bay is less than 10 games up on. Well, we've had a lot of recent success against Chicago, so I couldn't tell you off the top of my head 94 and 90, 94 and 83, and a few draws, a couple ties on the record. But Minnesota, that's been a good rivalry. I mean, when the schedule comes out and I look at the schedule, I'm expecting 1-1 every year against Minnesota. Okay.
Let me ask you this then. Who is the most your hated rival? Like, what team you really like? You gotta beat this team. Out of out of your 4 or 3 teams in your division, you gotta play. Who is the team you have to beat, bro?
Oh, it's definitely Minnesota.
Ooh.
I mean, Chicago. Like I said, that rivalry's not going anywhere.
I feel you. You guys have been dominating them for a while, like we've been doing the Giants.
But I mean, that's how they did us in the 70s and 80s when the Packers weren't good at all. Chicago, they had our number. They just rolled over us. And it was bad. But like I said, that's a classic rivalry. It doesn't matter if Chicago goes 0-17 and we go 17-0. Like in week 1, when what was the score? 38-20 in Chicago, we have to beat these guys. And I was thinking about this last night. I will never forget. Chicago came to Lambeau Thanksgiving night, 2015, the night we retired Brett Favre's jersey. And they were eating chicken at Lambeau on the field. That does not still to this day, that does not sit well with me, man.
That's disrespectful.
Yes, but like I said, like currently,
that'd be like somebody eating spaghetti in the projects.
The last few years, it's been Minnesota, but like as of last year, Detroit definitely they got that mentality where it's like, hey, we're on everybody, especially Green Bay. We are on you. They're tired of being the NFC North's doormat, and I don't like the way they turned this team around. And we actually got a rivalry. I feel like we have a rivalry with all 3 teams in the division now. Okay. I mean, they're no longer cellar dwellers.
I got you.
They came to play.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I'm here for it.
So I'm gonna give you a little bit of my little spiel. Who do you think my hated most team is in my division between the Cowboys, Redskins, and Giants?
I would probably say the Cowboys because in most recent years they've been the most competitive in that division.
Yeah, and they're a problem. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say on racks that the Cowboys are not a problem. They're still a problem because their defense is some stellar. Like that Mike Parsons, that number 11, man, that dude. You have to like every play account for him because if you don't, that's when he need to come in to smack you. Like dude is a beast, man. And I remember him in college at Penn State. I was like, man, we need to draft him. You know what I mean? Because he ran a 4.3 or 4.4 at 40 at a linebacker. It was like a 4.36. No, a 4.39 or something like that, a linebacker. I was like, oh, I want him. He was playing middle linebacker at Penn State. So I was like, yeah, let's get him. But then we needed a receiver and Devontae Smith, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the same class. Michael Parsons and Devontae Smith the same class. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Michael Parsons, he went earlier. You didn't know Devontae, and we traded up. We actually bamboozled the Giants because they're about to pick Devontae Smith up, and we traded. And we jumped right in front of him and took Devontae Smith. So the Giants forever hate us for that. And that's why Devontae always has great games against the Giants because he never wanted to go play for Daniel Jones anyway. If you would have heard the pregame interviews he had with they had some interviews and like how you feel about playing with Daniel Jones, you can tell his body language is like hell no. But he's gonna be professional. He's a Heisman. But anyway. So the Cowboys, let's get into that. Yo, look. I ain't gonna say y'all trash. But y'all ass. Hey man, wait till we play y'all, man. I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna say y'all ass. I'm capping everybody. BDubb Productions is capping. But what I'm gonna say here it is, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say it once, bro. Y'all are not mentally and better. Y'all don't have the mental capability, and you don't have the veterans to make it happen, man. What does Stephen A. Smith say, my man? What does Stephen A. Smith say? What goes wrong will go wrong in Dallas Cowboys. And you know what it is, man. And I just feel that we can expose that run game on them, especially every year. When we played them last year, the first time we beat them, we lost the second time because we had Minshew. But you know how we beat them? When you run just at Michael Parsons. You run at him. You have to run at him. Reed Alshire do that. Run at him. You can't really be cute. You have to just go at him. And the thing is, he hasn't had a sack against Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson hasn't allowed a sack, 3 years now? It's going to be an NFL record. It's an NFL record right now. Google it. And our offensive line is so dominant, man, that it's like I haven't seen him playing at this level ever. Like, honestly, the offensive line, and as an Eagles fan, it is what I'm seeing. The passing game's not on sync yet. We're not in timing. Everything's not in tune. I get that. But our offensive line, what we're doing to these defensive linemen and how our running backs get 5 yards without even getting touched is like scary. It's like eventually when our timing is down, pick your poison. We can beat you through the air or we can beat you through running. So the three teams there's only 3 really teams No, I'm not going to say that because I'm going to take it week by week. But on paper, there's 3 teams that really kind of like there's really that are a problem. And we play Miami in like 2 weeks. We play Dallas twice. Definitely, you got to give it to the Chiefs. And we play Buffalo.
That's a pretty tough schedule.
So we got 4 tough ones. And then we got to during that time, and the Niners. I'm sorry, and the Niners. So and in a 4-week span, we play. So off the bye week, we play like the Cowboys, Niners, go to Seattle, Chiefs, and Buffalo. So
Right.
I don't know what order, but that's our like. And then we got the Redskins and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be. That's why I'm gonna take it one game by game and realistic. Because on BDubb Productions, me and my man Mister Mac100, we're gonna keep it 50th straight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, So we're gonna be honest, man. This is being honest. That's all. Shout out to C Mac. But yeah, man. Straight up though, man. Like, yeah, I'm honest, man. I'm realistic, man. That's just straight up, man. And as of right now, I'm not gonna say we're the best team in the NFL, but I'm gonna say we're the best team in the NFL. But not being realistically, the best team I've seen, like I like complete so far, is probably the Niners. I mean, even no, actually, I'm gonna take it back because I seen Brock Purdy have a lot of could have been interceptions dropped on a few games, a couple of those games. Miami's probably right now. Miami's playing scary.
Putting up mad numbers.
But do you see when you have Tyreek Hill in motion, right? We have Tyreek Hill in motion, and when they hike the ball, and he's still moving. You know how hard that is to guard, bro. Do you know how hard that is to guard? God, it's like this dude is a Olympian sprinter, bro.
You can't just put one man on him. You're gonna tire him out too quick. You got to rotate guys with him.
And he's so fast, and he's getting better. Like he got these last couple of seasons, bro. He wasn't this good in Kansas City. He was good, like he did his thing, but like doing the little things, he's doing the little things better now. He was already fast and could catch beat touchdowns. Now, obviously, he's doing comeback routes. He's doing curl routes. He's doing dig routes. He's doing different type of and I'm like, what? And then taking it for
how's he as a run blocker?
Honestly, that's a good question. I don't really no matter. I take him. I mean, all I do stay in front of him. He's strong though. He's a little buff, with a little Nate Robinson built. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, he built. You know what I'm saying? He's swole. Shout out to Nate Robinson, 206, whoop whoop, and yeah. Hold on. Now I'm not going to go off topic, but damn, Nate, why'd you have to get knocked out like that? But we'll go back to football. But yeah, man. Just straight up, bro. Like Tyreek is scary, bro. Like Miami, they're tough, bro. Like, so I like Miami, San Fran, us. I'm not even gonna say Dallas right now, bro.
Like I said yesterday, man, Dallas going Dallas.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But anything else you want to speak on, my brother?
Yes, sir. Before we close it out, let's go back to the earlier topic we were talking about NFL rivalries and how we became fans. So before we get into all that, first I want to get your all-time favorite Eagles player, and then I need your top 5 all-time.
Damn, you got to hit me like that, bro?
I do. I want to make your brain work. So I'm going to go back in time real quick for me.
Okay, so you said my all-time favorite player. Yes. I had to say Ronnie Cunningham because he's the one that brought me to the game. Okay. He's the one that really made me want to be an Eagles fan. Number 1. Okay, my top 5. Yes, sir. Brian Dawkins is on there. Okay. Fletcher Cox is on there. Jason Kelsey's on there. My boy Brandon Graham. Ooh! Who was a dog that loved the game for the Eagles? I want to put McNabb.
Would you put T.O. in your top 5?
He wasn't on the team long enough. He was only on a season and a half. So, and LaShawn McCoy. Tripping. Can I add Deshaun Jackson too?
Go ahead. Honorable mention.
Deshaun Jackson.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? So, how about you? Who's your number one all-time Packers fan and your top 5 Packers
My
players?
all-time favorite Packers player, still to this day, Donald Driver.
Oh, snap.
Donald Driver is still my all-time favorite.
And he look like a Ninja Turtle. You're like a black Ninja Turtle.
Donald Driver is still my all-time favorite Packers player. But so if I had to give you my top 5, well, you're more of a defensive guy. I'm strictly offense. So of course, and my favorite position obviously is wide out.
Okay.
So of course, I'm going to go Donald Driver. So yeah, of course, Aaron Rodgers. Even though he turned the ball over a lot, I don't know if I want to put Brett Favre in there. So hold on, I'll put a question mark by that. So we got Aaron Rodgers, Greg Jennings.
Ooh,
Greg Jennings.
I remember him.
Oh man. Okay, I'll throw Brett Favre in there.
Yeah.
And if I had to throw a defensive guy in there, maybe Charles Woodson.
That 2 years?
No. When did we bring
him
over?
How many years he played?
We brought him over in 2006.
I won a Super Bowl the year. I understand why you got him though. Y'all won a Super Bowl with him, so who else?
Man, I want to throw
go 7 if you have to.
Okay. I'll throw Jordy Nelson in there.
Ooh, Jordy.
Yeah, I'll throw Jordy. I don't know. It's a toss up with him and Devontae.
Ooh, but Devontae's a legend though.
But see, I'm on the fly though. If I had a minute to sit down and think about all the players that
you put me on blast, I'm putting you on blast. You gotta do it.
I mean, I don't care if they clown me or not, man. But you talking about honorable mentions? Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy. I still have his jersey.
Really? Eddie Lacy?
Yes, I still rock his jersey.
Cheeseburger Lacy?
Yes, Cheeseburger Eddie. I still rock his jersey with pride because you know what? He brought a running game back to Green Bay. We had no running game. I mean, Brandon Jackson. He was Brandon Jackson, and then I still rock my Ryan Grant jersey from time to time. But Eddie Lacy.
All right.
I'll put him as an honorable mention. And hold on, give me a quick second. You made me go into the memory banks right now.
Damn. Shit, bro.
I'll just leave it at that. Too hard now. Because I can just throw out guys. I can throw out Randall Cobbs. I can throw out Donald Lees, Bubba Franks, Jermichael Finleys. I can throw out all them guys.
That's cool, man. All right. Anything else you want to speak on before we tap off with this thing, brother?
Usher, halftime show. Let's go.
Usher, halftime show? What are you talking about?
Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm still not over that whole it was the weekend. He did that. He had the mic in one hand. It looked like he was recording with his phone, doing a selfie in the other hand. It looked like he was in a funhouse maze, mirror, whatever joint. I wasn't too much feeling that though.
All right, brother. All right, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this is BDubb Productions, man. I'm really trying to get this thing started, man. So I need all the support. Anybody that want to watch on this, man. Like, I'm gonna throw this on YouTube. I'm gonna throw this on all platforms. Hopefully, my man right here get his own channel going. Is that you got anything in the works? Maybe in the future, try to get your own channel going.
I mean, not at the moment. I don't have any problem coming over here and doing, come even appearing as a guest on your show. I mean, it's cool. So we can. Even off camera, we talk football. We have logical, level-headed, reasonable conversations. So
right.
I mean, it's always good. Philly fans get this reputation about, they just,
oh god,
yeah. We all know that's not just Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, that's Philly sports period.
Yeah.
They have that reputation, but that's good that whenever we get together, we have a conversation. It's always, logical, objective. It's not crazy bias. We can actually have reasonable conversation. So,
okay. Well, man, I'm gonna get something going, man. This is all test runs, and we're just playing with it right now, brother. You know what I mean?
Pause.
So, pause. But we're gonna get things going for real. So, I just need a little bit of support. You know what I mean? Just tell me what I'm doing wrong. Put in a chat or whatever what I should work on, or whatever you think that you see I can improve, and whatever I can do, because I'm always open for suggestions. And I'm a very humble man. So I just love football, and no matter what, I'm a fan of the game first, and I'm an Eagles fan. Let's get this one thing straight. I'm a fan of the game. Understand that, respect it, don't neglect it. Understand that? Yeah. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you, bro. But yeah, man. We're gonna sign off on here, man. Thank you for watching, whoever's watching, whatever. Shout out to my boy, Mister Mac100, for pulling up on my show, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. We keep it, fresh. But yeah. Y'all have a good night and
Go Pack, go.
fly Eagles fly.